We're stepping into an incredibly vibrant 3D animated world to explore a story that just perfectly captures the raw power of compassion. We're talking about Mr. Haa Cats, the little cat who changed everything. It's an adventure that's packed with heart-pounding danger, a real mystery, and a totally unforgettable cast of characters. So let's get right into it. Meet our hero, Mr. Haa. You can tell exactly who he is right off the bat. He doesn't live in some grand mansion or drive a fancy car. But just look at that stretch. He's a big, muscular orange cat with an absolutely massive heart. Every single morning, he greets the sunrise with this booming, joyful laugh, ha ha, which, yeah, you guessed it, is exactly how he got his name. It's just an ordinary, peaceful morning. He steps out into his picturesque little village to grab some bread, totally unaware that his life is about to change forever. But then, the whole vibe just shifts. As Mr. Haa is walking home with his groceries, he hears this really faint, strange sound coming from a dark, empty alleyway. Just a tiny meow. He stops dead in his tracks. He listens closely. Suddenly, this bright, cheerful morning takes a seriously mysterious turn. He cautiously walks into the shadows, checking behind these scattered old wooden boxes. And right there, curled up in the darkest corner, he finds a tiny, frightened, and visibly starving orange kitten. Now, this moment right here, it tells you literally everything you need to know about Mr. Haa. He doesn't hesitate for a second. He doesn't go looking for someone else to fix the problem. No, he immediately drops to his knees and offers this tiny stranger his one and only bag of bread. When the kitten worries that he's going to go hungry, Mr. Haa just laughs, rubs his belly, and jokes that he has a, quote, very special stomach. It's such a beautiful, selfless interaction that instantly breaks the ice. The little kitten finally manages a smile and introduces herself as Mia. But Mia's story? Wow, it is absolutely heartbreaking. You can just see the pure desperation in her eyes. She tearfully explains to Mr. Haa that she isn't just a stray. Actually, she's lost. 2 days ago, she and her mom were traveling through town when this massive, terrifying truck just roared past them. In the chaos, they ran in opposite directions. So for 2 whole days, this tiny kitten has been searching these terrifying streets all alone, looking for her mother, whose last known location was somewhere near the edge of town. Exhausted and basically hopeless, Mia asks Mr. Haa a really simple question. She wants to know why a total stranger would help her, and his response is absolutely crucial. He tells her, because everyone deserves someone who doesn't give up on them. It's the anchor for this entire journey. It sets the stakes right then and there. He's making a rock-solid promise to this little kitten that he will not walk away, no matter how tough things get. And true to his word, the very next morning, their epic search begins. They spend the entire day practically turning the town upside down. They're asking the old shopkeepers in the market, they're questioning the birds in the park, checking behind trees, looking under benches, but nothing. Just as Mia is about to completely lose hope, they arrive at the edge of town right as the sun starts to set. It's this creepy, wind-swept, abandoned old railway station, which happens to be the exact place where Mia last saw her mom. So they start searching the desolate tracks, and suddenly, Mr. Haa spots something. It's a piece of torn red cloth caught on a rusty iron fence. The thrill of this discovery is just palpable. Mia recognizes it instantly. It's her mother's red scarf. This isn't just a piece of fabric, it's absolute proof that her mother was there. And right below it, down on the dusty ground, fresh paw prints leading away from the tracks. They follow those paw prints down into a small hidden opening right beneath the old station platform. They crawl through this dark, narrow dirt tunnel and finally pop out into a small underground room. And there she is! The emotional payoff here is just incredible. Mia's mother, wearing the rest of her red scarf, turns around. Mia screams, "Mom!" and they just run into this beautiful, tearful embrace. Mr. Haa stands back and smiles. Mission accomplished. Everything is absolutely perfect. But let me ask you guys something. How long do you think a perfect moment like this can really last in an adventure story? You've got the reunion, the happy tears, the whole shebang. But the real test of Mr. Haa's character? Yeah, that is just about to begin. Out of nowhere, boom, the ground violently shakes. That tunnel they just crawled through completely collapses under the weight of the old station above. Once the dust clears, they realize they are completely trapped in the pitch dark. Mia is terrified, bravely holding onto Mr. Haa's tail as they try to navigate the rubble. When Mia admits she's scared, Mr. Haa confesses that actually he is too. He says he's just very good at pretending he's not. It's this wonderful little touch of vulnerability that makes him so relatable. With their main exit totally blocked off, Mr. Haa scans the room and spots a tiny ventilation grate high up near the ceiling. He scrambles up a pile of boxes, using literally every ounce of his muscular strength. He pushes and pushes until crack! He forces the heavy iron grate open. His quick thinking and just sheer determination allow him to push Mia and her mother up and out of the tunnel just as the sun is rising. They made it. They're safe. Well, nature has other plans. If we look at the timeline of events here, their moment of safety is shattered almost instantly. Over the course of just a few hours, these unprecedented black clouds gather over the town. By hour 2, thunder strikes. Hour 3, a catastrophic downpour begins. Rivers swell way beyond their banks, and before anyone can even react, the narrow streets of their beautiful little town are completely flooded. We go from a rescue mission to a full-blown natural disaster in just 5 hours. And that brings us to the heart-stopping climax of our story. Mr. Haa, Mia, and her mom rush back to town, only to find animals trapped on rooftops everywhere. Does Mr. Haa freeze? No way. He leaps right into action. He hears a cry for help and spots a tiny kitten trapped on a cracking roof surrounded by raging water. He scales the building, grabs the kitten, but the wood gives way. He plunges straight into the terrifying dark water. For a few agonizing seconds, he's completely gone. Mia is screaming, but then a paw bursts through the surface. Miraculously, he pulls himself and the kitten back up to safety. Notice the incredible contrast playing out here. On one hand, we've got Mr. Haa's sheer bravery. He literally turns a floating wooden door into a makeshift raft to save multiple kittens. And on the other hand, we have the deeply emotional aftermath of the storm. The town is battered but safe. Right in the middle of the town square, surrounded by cheering animals, Mia walks up to a tearful Mr. Haa and ties her mother's red scarf around his neck. She tells him that because he didn't give up on them, he is now, officially, their family. A few days later, the real magic of this community shines through. Mr. Haa's own little house took a massive hit from the floodwaters, but because of his complete selflessness, he doesn't have to face the recovery alone. Birds fly in with sticks, rabbits bring leaves, dogs carry timber, badgers are doing all the heavy lifting. The whole community teams up, working side by side in the sunshine, to rebuild the home of the cat who saved them all. When the house is finally finished, it's not some giant mansion, it's small, it's simple. But when Mia asks him why he loves it so much, his response is just beautiful. Because I didn't build it alone. The absolutely crucial point here is that his wealth isn't in what he owns. It's in those profound connections and the community love poured into those very walls. It's a literal manifestation of the kindness he put out into the world coming right back to him. Fast forward exactly 1 year later, Mr. Haa is basically a local legend now. But has the fame changed him? Not even a little bit. He is still the exact same enthusiastic, big-hearted cat we met on day 1. When a new lost kitten wanders into their part of town, Mr. Haa's face just lights up. With his signature laugh, he walks right up, extends a warm, welcoming paw, and gets ready to start a brand new adventure. The guy's living proof of his own philosophy. As we take in this peaceful image of Mr. Haa and Mia gazing up at the starry night sky from their newly rebuilt porch, we're really reminded of the core lesson of their journey. Mia once asked him if he would have helped her if he knew just how terrifying the journey was going to be. He laughed and said he would have been terrified for sure, but he still would have done it. Why? Because you don't need to be rich or powerful or even fearless to help someone. You just need to care enough to say, hey, I'm here. Which brings us to our final takeaway. Mr. Haa's journey proves that you never really know the ripple effect of your actions. Giving up 1 bag of bread in a dark alley literally led to saving a town and building a family. So I'll leave you with this. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can create the biggest change. And remember, the person you reach out to save today, well, they might just become the exact family you need tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep looking out for each other.